steel chains rattle in the black and night. Blood on the ground, no wrong, no right. The crowd scream louder, the air unites. One step closer to the edge we crawl. Feel the weight of the fight, the rise, the fall. World Wrestling Affliction. Fist pounding conviction. Hearts collide like friction. World Wrestling Affliction. World Wrestling Affliction.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of World Wrestling Affliction. We are very much so close to the end of the season. We only have 2 episodes to go before Wrestle Empire PLE. And then once that's finished, we are done with the season. Now, I have to say, this has been one interesting season so far. I mean, everything has happened from betrayals, swerves, factions creating war in the company, and it's starting to reach its boiling point and the eventual end of basically every story that we've told this season so far. But to do that, we still have to get through a couple of episodes, and we have an amazing one planned for you tonight. And we're kicking it off with a very interesting match. One that was requested anonymously, though you say anonymously, and I can almost guarantee that it was Trav who requested this, because it is Parabellum v Parabellum. That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. It is Matoda Lee and Diego Natoli, the original Parabellum members, the original Billionaires Club members. The first 2 members that are still in the club after Jeremiah Stone got excommunicated and turned on, betrayed, whatever you want to call it. And now the last 2 members of the team, after Danger Daniels was removed from Legacy, it is now Matthew Rex and Andreas Salas taking on Diego Natoli and Matoda Lee. Now you have to question yourself, what has Trav planned for this match? Is this simply just to showcase the remaining members of the team? Is it to find who are the better team? Is it to show... I don't know what he's planning, but all I'm gonna say is that these are 4 very successful members of the team. I mean, Matthew Rex has been the reason for 2 people leaving the show this season, between beating Marco Gates in that Loser Leaves WWA, and then beating Danger Daniels, and then the following excommunicado beating from Trav has put him on the shelf past Wrestle Empire, and who knows if he will even recover from the injuries that he's sustained there. He could very well have to retire. But you look, that is just one member of these 4. I mean, you see Andre Salas, he was the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion this season. And it only took Jeremiah Stone, who was one tough competitor for Salas in that match. But you also have to remember in that moment that Jeremiah Stone was coming in with a revenge. You know, he'd just come back after Matoda Lee injured him from excommunicadoing him from Parabellum. And now you gotta think, what's going on in the mind of Trav setting up this match? I mean, he's obviously got a plan. The man is insane, but he's always got a plan. And I mean, when you've got 4 former champions here in this group, I mean, Diego Natoli and Matoda Lee, obviously former TKWF champions, former WWA champions, tag champions. You've got Andre Salas, who is the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion this season. And then Matthew Rex is a long time former Cruiserweight Champion in Alpha Omega Wrestling. So there is a lot of competition here in this match. But that thought of failure that's been sown into these guys' mind, I mean, it's just insane. But now, ladies and gentlemen, I can confirm that we have 6 matches confirmed for Wrestle Empire so far. I mean, we have the Women's Tag Team Championships, which will be the Chick Crew of the Family Michaels taking on the Lane Twins. And it looks like Diego Natoli just got busted open there. Though I am also getting word that some news regarding Amber Valentine and the villain Olivia Jade regarding the assault that they just faced last week will be addressed next week. We also have our Women's Intercontinental Championship, obviously between Hannah O'Grady and Rose Hamilton. We're just letting them go at it once again. And I believe it has been confirmed that Davis Morris has confirmed the women's 3-way dance for the women's world title, as Whitney Ranger has said it. He has also confirmed the family fallout match between High Voltage and Los Luchadores in a tables match. Interesting. We have what else have I? So we got the women's Intercontinental match, the women's tag team title match, the women's the women's world, women's Intercontinental, women's tag. We have the tables match. Oh, sorry, yeah, we also have Cameron Newton and Taryn Sky confirmed to be facing in Wrestle Empire, and then obviously the main event of the evening will be Trav versus Castro. And I can't think of a more fitting way to end the season than between Castro and Trav. The feud that has lasted the whole season since Trav debuted at the first ever PLE, attacking Luffy Ramon after their match, or after his grueling 8-man, or was it 10-man gauntlet for the World Heavyweight Championship. Took him out, injured him, stole the title, claimed war on World Wrestling Affliction, and Parabellum have been the dominant force, creating chaos, mayhem, and destruction everywhere they go. Since the War Games PLE, though, they have had a bit of issues going on in the group, and as we're seeing here in this match. But I am getting word that Trav will be coming out later on tonight to address the fans regarding the title match. And we still don't have any information on the men's tag team championships, the men's Intercontinental Championship, or the light heavyweight championship. But I'm sure over the next couple of days we will get some information. And here we go for the cover. 1, 2, break up, thanks to Andre Salas. I totally can't believe it. He's throwing punches. Big lariat there. So yeah, we have an amazing card plan for you, and you just have to think going into that main event of Wrestle Empire, what's gonna happen if Trav wins the title? I mean, he was a dominant champion, no doubt about it this season. I mean, he didn't lose a single match the entire time he held that world championship. He technically didn't even lose the War Games match. Matoda Lee did for his team, though he lost the world title because of the winner takes all thing. So technically, Matoda Lee lost his title. Trav didn't. That being said, Trav did get injured. He was off the shelf for quite a while, for a couple of weeks, and then he was medically cleared in the middle of the Road to Destiny Rumble. And what happens? Uh, he gets put immediately on a private jet, flown to the arena, and enters the match as the 31st member of the the Royal Rumble, and throws out Diego Natoli of Parabellum to be crowned the #1 contender for Castro's world title. Castro obviously beating Luther Ramon in that ladder match to go on to face Trav, and it was very much a um whoever wins these two matches is guaranteed to go on. So Luther Ramon lost the ladder match. He didn't get an opportunity. Oh, here we go with the crossface on Natoli, but Natoli countering it immediately. So, very much so, it is going to be an interesting main event. There's the big slam. And Matoda Lee getting fired up. Big punch. Immediately. Oh my god. That vertebrae just dropped Matthew Rex immediately on his head. That looked like it was painful. How he doesn't have a broken neck right now, I will never know. But all I can say is Wrestle Empire is going to be an amazing match. I believe it is going to be basically a 10-match card, from what I'm told. So, or yeah, I believe it's 10 matches. So it's going to be an amazing card for you guys. And we still have to find a way to fill all those slots. I mean, as I said, a we don't have a tag team match yet. We don't have a men's intercontinental match yet. We don't have a light heavyweight title match yet. So what could happen in the next couple of weeks to verify those matches? We'll find out, but I'm still confused as to why this tag team match is happening. And just assaulting the back there of Andre Salas. Big sling blade. Kick to the face. Big scoop slam, drop on the knee. It wasn't even a scoop slam. He just had him in the position for a scoop slam. And now Matthew Rex. Both Rex and Natoli busted open so far in this match. I believe Natoli was busted open. I know Rex definitely is. You can see the blood. Oh yeah, you can see a bit of blood on Natoli's face in the corner of his eye there. And the dropping on the back. Oh my god, big buckle bomb from Matoda Lee goes for the cover now. Could this be it? One. No, break up because of Andre Salas. And Matoda gone for Salas, but Salas jumps the rope. Then Matoda immediately turning his attention onto Matthew Rex. Big tag in Natoli. Big Natoli cut her out of nowhere. Goes for the cover now. Could this be it? One, two, three, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. What a way to kick off this show with that amazing showcase of two of Parabellum's top teams, four of their best members, well, their only male members now, after what happened a couple months ago with Jeremiah Stone being taken out, and then at Legacy um, with Danger Daniels being taken out. We are now down to these four, plus Trav, obviously, and then Ricky Kay and Kitty Hagen holding up the women's division. Now, this team has fallen from the highest of heights, holding 5 of the 7 championships that exist in the company, and then losing them all in the matter of one match. Only Kitty Hagen holding that world title, but she lost it at Legacy in that women's world title match to Whitney Ranger. And that was very much the final downfall for Parabellum, I believe. And then you see the Diego cutter that I think Andre Salas was a bit loopy. He was holding his head on the turnbuckle there. But congratulations to Matoda Lee and Diego Natoli for your victory here in this match. Wait, what's that playing on the Titantron? No way. You're joking me. I suspected this could have been the case. Trav literally set this match up so that it would come down to the winners of this match eliminating and excommunicating the other team. Trav's fear of failure has finally gotten to his head. I mean, he has lost so many members because of this fear of failure that's in his mind. I mean, he got rid of Jeremiah Stone because of the failure from the War Games, and that's what started this fear of failure. He got rid of Danger Daniels for failing at the Road to Destiny Rumble, though technically Diego Natoli failed too. But I think Trav was happy with that because it gave him the opportunity to just throw someone out. And now he's just eliminated Matthew Rex and Andre Salas from the group. That now leaves 5 members of this group. Ricky Kay, who we haven't seen since her entrant qualifier match for the Elimination Chamber. I believe she actually suffered a minor injury. Kitty Hagen obviously still going for the World Championship. Trav and now Diego Natoli and Matoda Lee. And I'm just, wow. Trav is dwindling his numbers. Parabellum was a numbers game. The reason they were so dominant in this company is because they always had extra backup. I mean, you look at the way Parabellum originally won those tag titles was in that four corners tag match where they just assaulted and beat down every single member in that match single-handedly, taking them out one by one. that's how they operated. They worked as a team to eliminate their opponents. And I mean, Trav obviously using distractions from Parabellum to stay as his world champion. Kitty Hagen didn't really need help, but did get some help. And I mean, Trav is alienating himself by eliminating all of his leaders, or his leaders, all of his peers in Parabellum, so that coming into that main event at the PLE, like he doesn't have the numbers game against Castro now, because Castro has all four members of next gen. I mean, he has himself, obviously. He has the Pride, and he has Angela Epps. Who does Trav now have now? I mean, he still has the two women, obviously, but I doubt they will get involved in the title match. They might. But then you've also got Diego Natoli and Matilda Lee. If the women don't get involved, it's a 3-on-4 numbers game. Though I don't think Castro is the type of man to call on the help of his tag team partners. He would rather take that 3-on-1 opportunity to get one over on Trav. But I digress. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, we focus on this match right here. Now, this is Luther Ramon and taking on Tyler Bishop. I almost said Tyson Bishop, but it's Tyson Walker. It's his tag team partner. Now, this spurned from a bit of a backstage comment in catering where Pollux and Luther Ramon basically, were bragging about taking out Andy Walker, and Tyler Bishop obviously being the tag team partner of Tyson Walker. Andy Walker obviously being Tyson Walker's brother. He had to say something, and it led into a bit of a fight. Our general manager was in catering. He broke it up and said they have to fight in the ring. So that's how this match started. So it's an interesting little match that they have going here in the singles match, all because of a comment in catering. And you've got to think, like, Pollux has been going at Tyson Walker for a long time. Could he play a factor here in this match with his tag team partner, Luther Ramon? Could Tyson Walker play part in here with his tag team partner? We don't know. So far, no. So far, these two have been going at each other one-on-one, just beating each other down. And this has very much been Luther Ramon's match for this entire part. And already going for the cover, already getting 2 counts. Tyler Bishop looks like he wasn't ready for a fight. And I think Luther Ramon was making those comments looking for a fight. So he was prepared. He was ready for a match here tonight. And Tyler Bishop obviously wasn't originally on the card, just chilling out and catering. Wasn't expecting anything. And then he gets stuck in this match, and he obviously wasn't ready for it. I mean, he has been fighting back here, but this has very much been Luther Ramon's match for the most part. Luther Ramon targeting the knee of Tyler Bishop there. Tyler Bishop with the tilt-a-whirl slam. He's getting fired up now. Big knee to the face. Goes for the cover. Could this be it? 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from Luther Ramon. And now Ramon back on the offensive, going for a cover. A very insulting cover. and almost gets a 3 count. Goes for another cover immediately. Only a 1 count that time. Bishop has too much energy. We have seen that work in the past. Some people go for a second pin. Oh, big dominator there. Goes to the cover. 1, 2, 3. No. Just under the 3 count there. Oh, big backbreaker there. Out of Bishop. Big boot to the face. Goes to the cover now. 1, 2. No, kick out at 2. Now just throwing Luther Ramon across the ring. Calling him to get up. Big shoulder charge over the top rope. Rolls Ramon over. Big boot to the back of the head now. Oh, here we go. Getting Ramon to his feet. He's going for a run. Big boot to the face again. Just constantly targeting the head of Luther Ramon. Oh, here we go. Oh, I thought he was going for a buckle bomb, but no, just snake eyes over the top. That has got to be close to a 10-foot drop. Face first into the turnbuckle cover, but Luther Ramon recovered fairly quickly. Big boot to the face. Goes for the cover. Could this be it? 1, 2, 3, and that's it. And you see Tyler Bishop talking. Wait, what the? Well, that's Pollux, and why is Isaiah Zank out here too? What the hell is going on? Wait, what? Well, ladies and gentlemen, what an announcement. Tyson Walker just announced a tag team match between Pollux and Luther Ramon faces himself. And he said he has a tag team partner in mind already. And he's on speed dial. What the hell does that mean? I don't know. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, we have this man coming out to address the fans. As we said, he's looking to address the fans regarding the tag title match that he, well, not the world title match that he will have at Wrestle Empire against Castro. Now you see Matoda Lee in the back line, just ready to enforce if Castro comes to interrupt what this man has to say. But let's hear what he has to say. Well, the fans not liking this. Hell in a Cell? What the? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the music is playing. I think he mentioned Castro's wife one too many times. Wait, what? Mizuki Lazara's out here. Castro's wife, the man Trav broke the neck of. Whoa. What offensive words coming out of Trav's mouth. Wait, what? No, what? Matoda Lee just assaulting Trav, the Parabellum leader, on Diego Natoli coming out to stop him. Wait, no! He's also assaulting Trav. What the hell is going on here? I think Trav has finally lost his only backup against Castro. I'm at a loss, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are with our main event. Oh, and Cameron Newton getting in the head of Terrence Guy there with that fake out handshake. I'm I'm at a loss of what just happened, ladies and gentlemen. So Trav came out. He spoke a lot of truth. I mean, the history with Trav and Castro. Castro's always been trying to teach Trav about mindset and how he sees the way he wrestles. But Trav came out and literally said, "Look, you're at home with your wife. I'm going to beat you. Don't hide behind your wife." Is in a Hell in a Cell match is what he's declaring as the number one contender for the world title. And I'm sure, I mean, Mizuki Lazara came out. Mizuki obviously coming back from having her neck broken by Trav a few months ago, that set Castro down the dark path where he was wearing the face paint, he was dressing like an Aztec warrior, and then after War Games he finally snapped out of it. But Trav brought her up again, and as Mizuki said, every time Trav has mentioned Mizuki in a promo in the past, it has led to Castro snapping in the match when he finally gets his hands on him and assaulting Trav. So it's come to this where Mizuki said, "Look, it's time repeating itself once again." And then Trav threatened Mizuki, said, "Get in this ring and I'll snap your neck again." But Mizuki turned around and said, "It's not me that you have to worry about getting in the ring, it seems." And then out of nowhere, Matoda Lee and Diego Natoli turned on their leader. It seems that Parabellum has finally dissolved. I guess the pride comes before the fall when it comes to this match, ladies and gentlemen. When it comes to Parabellum, I should say. Trav was so confident that he knew what he was doing, sowing this fear of failure into the minds of Parabellum, that it literally turned his only allies against him. And now heading into Wrestle Empire in that main event, it could very well be a 1-on-4 situation where it is all 4 members of Next Gen versus Trav. Though, if Davis Morris and Castro agree to the Hell in a Cell match, maybe that may stop it. But it's over. It's the end of Parabellum. Finally, after a whole season of them just dominating, creating chaos and mayhem everywhere they walked, it is finally over. I mean, technically, Kitty Hagen and Ricky Kay still have their allegiance to Trav, but I doubt they're going to get involved in the world title picture. I mean, Kitty Hagen already has her own horrible world title scene to get through, having to get through Whitney Ranger and Ivy Fisher in a three-way dance. Oh, big 450 splash from Terrence Guy. Goes to the cover now. Could this be it? Only a 2 count. And where was I? Yeah, with Ricky K injured and Kitty Hagen occupied with her own world title, I think Trav is alone in this match. For the first time all season, Trav's had an army behind him, and that army has dwindled due to his own hubris, turning everyone who had his back against him. It is just, yeah, as I said before, pride come before the fall. Trav very much is his own, this is of his own doing. The madman had a plan, the plan backfired, and now he's all alone. And this is obviously, honestly, I should say, a very normal path for Trav in the past. He will form friends. He will, want to go. He would go for cover, sorry. 1, 2, kick out of 2. He will work, he will gather friends, he will work together, but the moment they fail once, he turns their back on them. I mean, that's how him and Castro started fighting in the first place. Oh, sky's the limit. Out of nowhere, goes to the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Terrence Guy with the second victory over Cameron Newton. And as I was saying, Castro and Trav were friends. They were tag team partners, but they failed one tag team match. And Trav turned his back on Castro in what was meant to be their tag team title match. He just turned on Castro and did not work with him to lose those titles. To lose that tag team title opportunity that they had. But, I mean, I digress. We move into the end of another episode. We are one episode away from hitting the Wrestle Empire PLE next week. And being that it's 2 a.m. now, I'm basically going to upload week 1 and week 2 right now. And maybe edit week 3 so that it's ready to record if I get time tomorrow. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, we go to a couple of scenes backstage. But thank you for watching, and we will see you in the Go Home show before Wrestle Empire.